Hello and welcome once again everyone. Today's video features the Tier 5 American destroyer USS Nicholas. I have included the full build and captain skills. After the main highlights you can see the timestamp here on screen. I would like to give a very special shout out to my clanmate Nuts by Nature for sharing this very good video with me. This game really does turn out to be quite extraordinary and really highlights the case you don't need a powerful Tier 10 premium ship to get all the kills and score massive damage. With the introduction of the Research Bureau, many players now have taken advantage to retrain lines to obtain unique Tier 10 ships like the Colbert and the Ohio, so the chances of encountering really good players at lower tiers is now quite a lot higher than usual. This map is called Straight and it's domination mode and starts off in usual fashion with the destroyers pushing forward quickly to contest the capture points. Despite our captain spawning on the A side, he's made the conscious decision to team up with the other Nicholas and hopefully double team any enemy destroyer coming into B to quickly take them out and hopefully give his team a big advantage. The downside, however, is it leaves his teammates at the A point without any spotting. The enemy French destroyer Jaguar is attempting to flee out that gap between the islands. He has put torps in the water on the friendly Nicholas. Captain continues to pour fire on that enemy while he retreats. Friendly Nicholas does take a torpedo. That's quite unfortunate. Unnecessary, to be honest. Our captain continues to get the capture point here. Knocks out one of the Jaguar's guns. However, the enemy Pensacola has come charging in and cut off the route of escape back to the A point. Friendly Nicholas is quite low and still detected quite close to that enemy Pensacola. He has dropped some torpedoes on him also. Funnily enough, the Pensacola is blissfully unaware of the two destroyers in close proximity, and our captain is forced to fall back towards the C capture point. Nicholas gets taken out by the secondaries of the Pensacola. Probably no one more surprised than the Pensacola captain himself. Captain just simply smokes up. There are a large number of enemy ships here. Starts to pour fire on the enemy Dallas. All these ships are perma-spotted now due to close proximity to the friendly ships in the C point, which has been taken by our friendly team. The USS Nicholas is primarily a gunboat. These guns are quite powerful. They have a decent fire chance. Captain sets the Dallas on fire there. Dallas now is critically low. Then our captain secures the kill and gets his first kill of this game. Despite having only a short 5.5 kilometer torpedo range, these torpedoes are quite effective for any targets that would be approaching your position. It's literally necessary for an enemy to be approaching to actually land these torpedoes on target while remaining undetected. Our captain has the benefit of being able to torpedo this enemy Nuremberg from the safety of a smoke screen at this point. Lands 2 torpedoes. Not quite sure why that isn't a devastating strike. And our captain takes out the Nuremberg, and that's his second kill of this game. Enemy Königsberg is the next target. Proceeds to rain down fire on this German cruiser as it attempts to fall back. The US destroyer line benefits from having the longest lasting smoke screens in the game, and used strategically they can be incredibly powerful. This Königsberg is being pounded relentlessly. The smoke screen's about to run out. Our captain now can recognize that the B cap is being flipped. The enemy Jaguar has made a return. Captain instantly closes the distance and opens fire. This Jaguar is quite low. It'll only take a few volleys to finish him off. And our captain gets his third kill of this match and prevents the B cap from being flipped. Incoming torpedoes from the Jaguar. The A cap, where our captain spawned at the start of the match, is the one that's being overrun. His teammates are being pushed back while the enemy team is advancing. Our captain can use the speed boost to close the distance to provide support for the A capture point. For tier 5, the Nicholas with the speed boost can hit 40 knots, which is quite respectable for this tier. You can see this match now is quite finely balanced at the moment. 6 ships against 7 at the moment. The captain is holding his fire so he can close the distance. Enemy Nicholas does get undetected. Enemy Exeter, enemy Congo and New Mexico. Enemy Nicholas is openly gunboating the New York. He feels comfortable there is no cruiser in close proximity that could potentially punish him. Team loses 2 ships in quick succession. It's now a 7-on-4 situation. Briefly plane spotted there. Nicholas is able to shoot down that spotter plane. Exeter would seem to be sailing in a straight line towards him. So despite the long range, he's able to drop torps on his bow. If he keeps sailing in a straight line, they have a chance of connecting. Double checks again, he doesn't seem to be changing course. Our captain assumes now a parallel course with the enemy Congo. I quite like this as it's a textbook demonstration on how to torpedo a target, despite having only short-range torpedoes. There is a 300-meter difference between the detection range of the Nicholas of 5.8 kilometers and the torpedo range of 5.5. Does get briefly detected there by the enemy Nicholas. That kind of throws a spanner in the works. Captain kills the speed, smokes up. He did bait the enemy Nicholas into firing. He gets detected, and that leaves some fish in the barrel with such low HP. And our captain applies the coup de grace and takes out the enemy Nicholas. Enemy Congo is still approaching, so he drops 2 torps on his projected course. And just using the side of the smoke screen to keep that 5.8 kilometer distance, he begins to pull away. Drops some torps quickly on the enemy Exeter, who has also detected him. It's unfortunate. Activates speed boost in an attempt to pull range. Lands 3 torpedoes on the Congo. Takes evasive maneuvers, and the Congo takes another torp and goes down, and that's our captain's Kraken Unleashed award. Cleverly uses the island to break line of sight with the enemy Exeter. Enemy Exeter has suddenly taken a wide turn, and that could prove fatal. He has sailed directly into the path of that next wave of torpedoes. That's our captain's devastating strike. Confederate award. And there is kill number 6. That takes a lot of pressure off our friendly team on this side and redresses the balance slightly. It's now a 4-on-3 situation. Captain is down 2 capture points to 1. Cleverly using the smoke screen here to shell the New Mexico from concealment. Enemy New Mexico has repaired that fire. No longer smoke screen in between the target and the Nicholas. So our captain ceases fire, draws closer to attempt a torpedo attack. New Mexico is making a turn. Our captain is making the prediction he will turn towards the 2 remaining battleships on the 2 line in trying to get in close enough to have a successful chance of getting those torpedoes on target. The captain did get ever so briefly spotted. Continues to relocate around, staying outside the New Mexico detection range. Does manage to land one close to the New Mexico's bow. Unfortunately, no flooding. He does, however, get the high caliber award. New Mexico's guns are faced away, so our captain can safely use this opportunity to shell the New Mexico. He has just fired his guns. That fire has burned out on the New Mexico. And this is a good opportunity to get in some free damage. The captain does manage to start a fire. New Mexico now is beginning to turn away. His guns are still aimed at the battleships. So our captain can continue to shell New Mexico. Incoming shells from the Königsberg, spotted there in the distance. The New Mexico is still burning, but he does get taken out by the Congo. More incoming shells from the Königsberg. Continues to fire from concealment behind that island. Knocks out our captain's rudder. He is undetected, so he can repair that rudder without penalty. This Königsberg could prove to be a problem, but that could prove pivotal. The Königsberg gets taken out by the Congo, and our captain's team takes the lead 3-2. And a slight points lead. Enemy Mitsuki pops up. Captain instantly opens fire. Enemy Mitsuki is down to 54 HP. One more successful shell hit should do the trick. It's quite a maneuverable target. There we go. Our captain gets his 7th kill of this match. That enemy Mitsuki, he didn't have any camouflage mounted on his ship. Allowed him to get outspotted, allowing the Nicholas to get the jump on him. He did manage to get his torpedoes off on the Congo, however, and suddenly the situation has been reversed. It's 1-on-1, 130 points behind. That just leaves the German battleship König on the enemy team.
The enemy is about to win.
And he is still quite healthy, with over 30,000 HP. The enemy Koenig is about to make a classic error here, and that error is overconfidence. Having a 140 point lead at this stage and the capture point advantage, the enemy Koenig should fall into defensive posture. But with his spotter plane up, he's decided, I can take this guy on. I'm not afraid of that Nicholas. If only he had taken a moment to look at the scoreboard, he would have realized our captain has already dispatched more than half of his team already back to port. Manages to get 3 torpedoes there on target. And he's playing right into our captain's hand by advancing into him, allowing our captain to bring his torpedoes into play. Our captain gets the capture point. You can see they're still 140 points behind. Despite having a 2-to-1 capture point lead now, there is still not enough time to redress the points balance. So our captain is going to be forced to kill this enemy Koenig and claim victory for his team. He has another 2 sets of torps inbound. That first set just runs out, and this enemy Koenig continues to advance. Our captain is holding his distance. These are looking right on target. Oh, and they literally run out as they're about to strike. A real heart in the mouth moment for that enemy Koenig captain. He has been warned. He has already taken 3 torpedoes and seen 2 more sets virtually land on his paintwork. He continues to advance. Our captain continues to drop spreads on his predicted course. Very nice firing angles on this Nicholas. He lands another torpedo. The enemy Koenig is flooding, and our captain decides to open fire and finish off this with some style. You can see our captain has taken virtually very little damage, and he finishes this Koenig off with his guns in style. 14 torp hits, almost 160,000 damage, and 8 kills in a very impressive game. Before going to the complete ship build, I've added some links, including the Help Me Discord and my own personal Discord in the description below. Now on to the build. Starting with the consumables, I always stress the importance of using premium to decrease the cooldown time of your damage control and add extra charges of smokescreen, and in this case a choice between defensive fire and speed boost. USS Nicholas gets 3 ship upgrade slots, starting off with Main Armaments Mod 1, Damage Control Mod 1, and finally Aiming Systems Mod 1. Onto the captain skills. Being low tier, it's unlikely you have a lot of skill points, so it's very important to focus on survivability first. Let's start with a basic 10-point captain build. Firstly, preventive maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, and concealment expert. As you continue training this captain while you progress up the USDD line, skills like adrenaline rush, superintendent, and radiolocation will serve you very well once you get to the higher tiers. So let's take a look at what this build means for the ship's final stats. For survivability, USS Nicholas gets 14,850 hit points. Main artillery consists of 4 single-mounted 120mm guns, 2 in the front and 2 in the rear, with 10.9 kilometers in range with a fast reload time of just 4 seconds. For torpedoes, Nicholas gets 4 X3 launchers, 2 on each side, with 5.5 kilometers in range and quite a good reload speed of 66 seconds. USS Nicholas gets an AA defense rating of 25, with a max firing range of 5.8 kilometers, which can be further enhanced by the defensive fire consumable. For maneuverability, Nicholas gets a base speed of 37 knots, a turning circle of 600 meters, and a rudder shift time of 2.7 seconds. Finally, USS Nicholas has a concealment rating of 96, meaning you will be surface detected at 5.8 kilometers and by aircraft at 2.2 kilometers. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.